Right, hello everyone. I'm delighted to be here to have the opportunity to present to you a short overview of my study entitled The Prevalence of Mutilations and Other Skin Wounds in Working Donkeys in India. There are over 1 million working equids in India, often working in harsh environments and enduring long working hours. Preventable wounds are a common occurrence and a major welfare issue. The WVS charity runs donkey health camps providing veterinary support and treatments. Of particular concern is the incidence of mutilations carried out by owners which cause unnecessary pain and suffering. Little has been published in this area, so in order to address the issue with focused interventions, basic data are required. Therefore, the aim of this study was to help fill this knowledge gap by evaluating skin wounds in this population with a particular focus on mutilations. In brief, data were collected from 5 locations and recorded on a smartphone app designed by the charity. Each wound was described, recorded, and photographed by the same vet, assessing physical and clinical parameters. Additional health-focused welfare assessments and demographic data were also collected. The main data are displayed in this bar chart. 582 donkeys were assessed. 1 or more wounds were seen in 227, which is 39%. 298 wounds recorded in total. Mutilations, namely nose splitting, ear splitting, and branding, comprise 63% of all wounds, and they're shown in yellow. Remaining wound types resulted mainly from the use of hobbles as a restraining device, incorrectly fitting harnesses, or due to fighting. The type of wound varied in frequency depending on the geographical location, and mutilations were the most frequent wound type seen in 5 of the 6 locations. So here are some examples of wound types observed. This is nose splitting, where the nares are permanently opened in the attempt to improve oxygen intake and therefore work efficiency. These 2 donkeys have been branded in the hope of curing various ailments, for example, arthritis, colic, and lameness. Ear splitting involves partial amputation of the ear, and it's often believed that bleeding the donkeys can cure various ailments like snake bites. Other wound types are distal limb injuries due to the common practice of hobbling using coarse rope. And then lesions around the tail and contact points on the back often result from incorrectly fitting harnesses. So this is the first study to report findings focusing specifically on mutilations and other wounds in donkeys in India. And the findings are novel in that they demonstrate a high prevalence of mutilations and highlight that these are a common and important welfare issue in this population. The prevalence of wound type varies regionally, likely reflecting local practices. Mutilations are inflicted by owners as a result of misguided beliefs on how to look after their donkeys, and by aiming to challenge and change these misconceptions, a large positive impact on donkey welfare may be achievable. These data will inform the future design of focused and targeted, culturally driven interventional programs aimed at re-educating owners. A huge thank you to AWF for making this study possible and to you all for listening. Thank you.